Good morning, everyone. My name is Hiro, and I'm from Japanese Fellowship. I've been part of HIF since April of this year. Today, I would like to share some wonderful news that happened in my family. Through this experience, I came to understand God's peace and His quiet, faithful plan more deeply. My grandfather is 92 years old. For many years, he did not believe in God or show any interest in faith. My father had faithfully shared the gospel with him for more than 30 years, but there was never any response. He also has had dementia for a few years. His condition has ups and downs, but when the symptoms are severe, he sometimes forgets what he did even 30 minutes ago. A few weeks ago, my grandfather became seriously ill and was hospitalized. The doctor told us that his condition could suddenly worsen at any time, so we knew that situation was serious. One day, when my father visited him, he found my grandfather unusually calm and clear despite his dementia. Because this didn't happen often these days, my father thought that it might be the last chance to share the gospel, and he gently shared the gospel again, just as he had done for decades. And this time, my grandfather finally accepted Jesus in his life. Thank you. I was really surprised because I knew how strongly he had rejected the gospel before. He used to say Christianity is just unrealistic and made up story. This made me realize that God had been patiently preparing his heart in ways we could not see. And even though his illness and weakness, God had never stopped watching over him. God gave him a chance, perhaps the final chance, to hear the gospel clearly. When I understand what God had done for him, I was deeply moved. I'm really grateful for the way God revealed his presence to our family. After all of this, we received another gift of grace. My grandfather is now out of critical stage and his condition has become more stable. Through this experience, God gave our family a strong sense of peace. My grandfather was no longer facing death with fear, but with peace that comes from knowing Jesus. My father also received peace. He had continued praying and sharing the gospel for so long without seeing any change. And he went through many difficulties, questions, and disappointment. This allowed him to rest in the assurance that God had been working all along, even when nothing was visible. As I thought about this, I realized that our experience reflects the same truth in Mary's stories in today's passage. Like us, Mary did not know how her future would unfold. She did not have all the answers, but she trusted God's presence. I'm reminded that God works in His timing quietly, and His peace comes when we recognize His presence, even in situations we cannot understand. This is how peace works through for a family, not through anything dramatic we did, but through God's patient and faithful work that finally became visible. I hope that this testimony will be an encouragement to those who are in similar situation. Thank you for listening, and praise the Lord.